So yeah, let's get right into it. Steve Pikiell, appreciate you joining us today. We're gonna, ask a couple questions, obviously, on this season. It's a historic one for you in Rutgers. I know it's a loaded question, but what did this year mean for you, man?
I mean, I think it meant a lot. I think it meant a lot to the guys. So, your season's always, I know coaches talk about this stuff, but seasons are always based on what kind of season the guys want to have. And they decided that we were going to have a great year, and they, sacrificed. They worked hard. They, were well prepared, and we did it in the best year of the league since I've been in it. This league was unbelievable from top to bottom, and we're able to do some things that hadn't been done. Winning 20 games, 18-1 at home, beating ranked teams, sweeping teams that we hadn't swept. So some great things, and along the road, 3.0 team grade point average too. So which is a big part of the season too. You can count on them in the classroom. You can count on them on the court, and so I'm thankful. My staff did a great job. I got great assistant coaches, and players decided they wanted to have a historic season, and they did.
That's awesome, man. And before the year when we spoke to you in your office, you spoke with a lot of confidence about this being a special year for you guys. And obviously, me listening, I thought you guys were talented, but still had to see what would happen. And you guys proved a lot of people wrong. And kind of talk about that confidence that you had and the team had, because it seemed like whenever you took on the court, it was like a me against the world mentality.
Well, I think a lot of things, first part of the season with a lot of new guys, that we were trying to mesh in, and a lot of young guys. I mean, we're still one of the youngest teams in the country going into the season this year. So I really felt like, the team just did a really, really good job of figuring out who was having a great day that day. And the world we live in, as you know, is a selfie world. So to get a team, to really put all that aside, and it was Gio's day, let's feed Gio. If it was Miles Johnson's day, let's get Miles the ball. That guy can't guard him. If it was Caleb McConnell's day, let's get him the ball. I think they did a really good job of growing. Knowing that all the pieces and all the players were very important to the success of this team, and our defense got better and better throughout the course of the year. And I think that gave us a chance to be like elite. When you're unselfish and you defend, you have a chance to be really good. And we were, really excited to take that next step. And the rack was a big step, too, in that area. It became like a real tough place to play. And
oh, yeah.
As you know, this league is one of the toughest road leagues in the country. When you go to Michigan State, it's sold out. When you go to Iowa, it's sold out. When you go to Purdue, sold out. These are the toughest venues to play at on the road. And now the rack has become that, too, in the Big Ten, a tough place for teams to come in and play.
No doubt. And you spoke about the rack. Before the year, we were talking about how active this team is on social media. I mean, this team's fan base is on social media and everything like that. And I think it kind of this year reminded me of the year when Greg Schiano and Rutgers, when they really took off and and did their thing. You saw the Rutgers faithful really get behind that team. And this year, the Rutgers faithful really got behind your team this year. What was it like to see just everybody from Rutgers, alumni, fan base, really get behind the team this year?
First of all, it's great to have Coach Schiano back, too.
Yeah.
He's going to do an unbelievable job with the football program. There's so much excitement, too, right now, with what he's done in the short time he's been back on campus. But it was, great to have our fans, our community, and we have a terrific student base now that comes to games and makes it like a real tough place to play. And they all came together, and I think they enjoyed watching this team play. It was unselfish. It was a tough team, Jersey strong,
Yep.
That grit, and I think they could kind of relate to those guys. And we were picked 12th in the league, and it's a 14-team league that, I think all 14 teams are really good. So you're picked 12th in a league, and you're trying to, surpass that. And to finish tied for 5th place this year really just showed, our team did a great job with the fans, and the rack being a tough place to play really helped us. And, things came together, and we stayed healthy too. I think that's a big part. No one ever factors that in. Gio broke his thumb during the course of the year, but for the most part, we were healthy, and that's always a huge part of, building a great season.
Obviously, the season was cut short this year because of the given situation. You guys were going to make the tournament. Every projected bracket had you in and everything like that. I'm sure there's still a lot of things you can look back on that were rewarding for this year, but was it, disappointing seeing how everything, ended up?
Well, I mean, not only I didn't know we were in the tournament, I thought we could win some games too. We were playing really well, and whenever you defend the way we defended, especially down the stretch, I think you go into a tournament with a ton of confidence, and especially after playing 20 games in the best league in the country. I said, bring on any team from any other league. We've seen the style. We played against great big guys. We played against great point guards, great wings. We've seen everything that you could possibly throw at a team. So I felt very good and confident, going into the Big Ten tournament and the NCAA tournament that we would have tremendous success. But, things happen in life. I say this all the time. There's so many things you can't control. Sometimes the referee blows a whistle and your best player fouls out, or there's a block charge call that goes your way and you win a game by one that you might not have won if that call didn't go your way. There's so many things out of your control, but this truly is out of everyone's control. Coronavirus is a serious thing, and I want to make sure my players are healthy and their families and the people that come and watch them play and all those things. So very disappointing the way the season ended, because I think this team had a lot more basketball left in it. But hopefully, I say to the guys, it's a lesson in life. Appreciate the time you have. And I probably said that a lot to our seniors this year. You just never know, and all of a sudden coronavirus pops up, and you never know. And so you got to enjoy every day. You got to enjoy every practice. You got to enjoy your teammates. You got to get a degree from a great university like they're going to get. And hopefully this journey for them, or this obstacle, will pay dividends down the road and how they approach, basketball and life. It's been kind of crazy, Pat, because it really had, when we came back from we found out about the Big Ten tournament and being canceled. So I addressed the team in the locker room, and then a lot of guys went home with their families after that game. So by the time we flew back to New Jersey and landed, that's when we found out that the NCAA tournament was canceled. So we only had less than half the team on the bus, and then they were all gone. And been able to talk to all of them since, and just thank them for this year. The job that they did, and the abrupt ending of it, and be with your family and rest your bodies and all those kind of things. But I think we have, really good players in the program. They work hard. They're gym rats. They're finding gyms, even though every gym is closed. And I think when we get them back on campus and we get back to work, we'll start talking about next year. But I want them to enjoy some downtime now and enjoy the season that they had. And they're all great kids, and they know what they need to work on and all that stuff. And I think they wanted to make this year special, and I think they're going to want to make next year special.
You spoke about it earlier. This will be the last question. Earlier this season, about how much pride you take in this job. I think a lot of coaches, say it just to say it, but I could tell you genuinely mean it. So I know this season meant everything to you, and how it turned out. What does this job mean to you? What does Rutgers mean to you?
Well, 4 years ago when they gave me this opportunity, I was ecstatic, and now 4 years later, having met all the great people and all the great people in the state of New Jersey and all the great alums and people that have played at Rutgers University and played basketball at Rutgers, you just get this great feeling that something special is about to happen in all of our athletics, not just in basketball, but in all the sports. And the jobs that everyone does at Rutgers, our women's soccer coaches, done elite job. Our wrestling coach has done an unbelievable job. Coach Stringer's a Hall of Famer. Now we got Coach Ciano back. It's really a good time to be at Rutgers, but the league, makes it exciting. And we're in the best league in the country now with some of the best traditional powers in all of sports and all of college sports. So it's an exciting time. It's a great university. My son is a freshman there. Couldn't be more proud that he's a student at Rutgers too. So, just thankful again that, they gave me the opportunity. We've worked very hard to continue to recruit, kids that we're going to represent our program, the right way and get better and build a program that, everyone can be proud of. And that continues to be our journey, and thankful I got a great staff that's on that same journey with me.
Hey, appreciate it, Steve. Appreciate you taking the time, and so excited to see what you guys have for next year. Obviously, stay safe, but really appreciate you taking the time here, and yeah, look forward to more basketball, getting back in the court.
I do too. I'm looking forward to that too. So I appreciate you having me on. You have a great day and stay healthy.
All right, Steve. Talk to you soon.
All right, guys, this is Pat Lawless. Hey, that was another fun video. And what you need to do right now is stop what you're doing, scroll down, or hit, you know what? Don't even scroll, hit it right here. Hit the subscribe button and be able to tell whenever we put out some more content for you guys. You'll be the first to tell. You get the notification, be good to go. All right, guys, appreciate it.